The sky above Venus was thick with golden clouds, boiling and twisting like angry oceans. The heat outside the shuttle was enough to melt metal in minutes. But Captain Elias Ward wasn't afraid of the heat. He had trained his whole life for missions like this. Still, this one felt different. Elias sat strapped in the landing pod, fingers tightening on the armrest as the shuttle shook. The rest of the exploration crew had stayed behind in orbit. He was alone now, diving into the deadliest atmosphere in the solar system. His suit was experimental. His mission? Search for the source of a strange signal detected beneath the surface. It had been repeating every 23 seconds. A pattern. A call. No one knew where it came from. He was the only one who volunteered. The pod hit the ground with a deep thud. Dust and toxic gas clouded the small viewport. Outside, Venus looked like a forgotten battlefield. Jagged black rocks, rivers of ash, and skies that never stopped boiling. The temperature was over 800 degrees. The air, filled with sulfuric acid, could eat through a human in seconds. Elias stepped out slowly. His boots sank into soft, cracked ground. His visor glowed blue as it scanned. The signal was stronger here, just 300 meters west. Signal pulsing direction locked. The suit A, I said in a calm voice. He walked carefully, each step crunching over the ground. The wind howled like it had a voice. It felt like someone was watching him. He told himself that was just the pressure, the heat playing tricks on his mind. After 20 minutes of walking, he reached a cliff. The signal was coming from below. Life signs, none. Structure detected underground, the AI said. There was no cave, no tunnel, just solid rock. But his scanner showed something deep beneath the surface, something large. Man-made, or not man-made. Elias set up the sonic drill. It started to hum, then scream as it dug through the rock, steam rising into the air. He waited, watching. Sweat rolled down his neck even inside the cooled suit. Then suddenly, the ground shook. A low sound, like a deep breath, rumbled from below. The drill sparked and stopped. Elias stared at the hole it made. The rock had opened up into a dark tunnel, like a throat leading down into the planet. He hesitated, then climbed down. Inside, the heat dropped. The air was thick, but quiet. The tunnel led into a massive cavern, glowing faintly with green light. The walls were smooth, almost like glass. At the center of the chamber was a shape, a machine. It stood over 15 feet tall, covered in thick dust and strange symbols. It looked like a cross between a massive tower and a pod. Its surface was marked with something that pulsed slowly, blue veins of energy. Elias stepped closer. The suit A, I began to warn him. Unknown tech. Possible radiation. Life sign faint. He froze. Repeat, he said. Life sign faint. Source. Internal something was inside the machine. His heart pounded. He touched the surface of the machine. It was cold. Then it moved. A section of the machine shifted open with a hiss. A panel slid back. Inside was something like a chamber, a pod within the machine. It was dark, but Elias saw the shape of a person. Or something like a person. Thin, with long arms. Face hidden behind a cracked mask. The AI voice whispered again. Life support active. Cryostasis. Estimated age 15,820 years. Elias stepped back. That's not possible. The machine clicked, and the figure inside moved slightly. Not dead, not human. Something ancient had just begun to wake up. The green lights in the cave turned bright blue. Symbols on the walls began to glow. And above the machine, a hologram shimmered into life. It showed a map. Earth, Mars, and Venus. Then, a fourth planet. One that no longer existed. A voice filled the cave. It spoke in a language he didn't know, yet somehow understood. It said, "The war is not over." Elias stared at the machine. He had come to Venus to find the source of a signal. Instead, he had found a warning. Elias stood frozen. The glowing blue map hovered in the air. spinning slowly. Earth, Mars, Venus. And that fourth planet, its orbit between Mars and Jupiter. But in place of the planet now, only debris floated in space. That world had been gone for millions of years. Yet here was a voice, older than human history, telling him the war wasn't over. The machine in front of him hummed softly. The pod inside flickered with light. The being within stirred again. Its eyes, large and white under the cracked mask, opened halfway. It didn't move, but it was awake. Suit AI, Elias whispered, translate. What is this? Analyzing language, 84% pattern match. Ancient. Pre-human. Translation possible. The voice returned. Calm. Heavy. Like it had waited forever to speak. We buried our last soldier here. When the enemy returned, this machine would wake. But you are not of us. Elias swallowed. His voice shook. Who are you? What enemy? The hologram changed. It showed giant ships, dark and long like shadows in space. Then came flashes. Energy beams, explosions, entire planets breaking apart. They were not from this system. They do not die. They consume. They infect. Our world fought first. Mars fell second. Venus was our final line. The map zoomed into Venus. The blue dots on the map turned red one by one. The fourth planet, called Varelia in the glowing script, had vanished completely. Mars had lost all life. Venus had burned itself just to survive. Elias took a slow step back. You destroyed your own planet to stop them. We sealed the machine beneath the storms. This soldier carries the last code to stop what comes. Stop what? There's nothing left. The hologram shifted again. It showed Earth. Then movement. Something from deep space. A ripple. A black dot growing. They return every age. And your world is not ready. The light dimmed. The map vanished. Elias turned back to the bean in the pod. It moved again, weakly. Then he saw it, wires running from the machine into the walls. The cavern wasn't just a shelter. It was a power source. The AI spoke power levels rising, sequence initiating, unknown energy. Caution. Quote, the pod's front opened with a slow hiss. Steam spilled into the chamber. The figure inside tried to rise, then collapsed. Elias rushed forward, instinct taking over. He caught it, light as air, bones thin, body burning with unnatural heat. It looked human almost, but older, sharper. Its skin was pale blue, and eyes too bright for any earth creature. It looked at him and whispered in a voice that sounded both male and female. You must finish what we started. Elias placed it gently on the ground. I don't understand. I'm just a pilot. You're alive. That's enough. Suddenly, the ground shook again. Not a quake. Something moving above. Elias tapped his visor. AI. Status. Something is approaching. Not from orbit. Rising through the surface. Coordinates. This location. Elias looked at the being. Is it them? Its head turned slowly. They found us. They heard the signal, too. Above, the tunnel Elias had climbed through collapsed. The surface exploded inward, and a black shape began to descend. Not a ship. Not a drone. It looked alive. Like a massive insect made of metal, with glowing red veins and wings that shimmered like glass. Elias pulled out his pulse weapon. It wouldn't help. He knew it. The creature landed in the chamber. It screeched, a sound that echoed in his bones. It had no eyes, no mouth. But it smelled him. It sensed him. The alien being beside Elias rose slowly. Its hands began to glow with pale fire. I cannot fight alone, it said. Elias looked at the machine behind them. The core pulsed faster now, reacting to their presence. What do I do? Touch the heart. Share the code. You and I must become one. He turned. The machine had opened a smaller compartment. Inside was a glowing sphere, clear and pulsing with energy. The AI screamed warnings in his ear, but he blocked it out. He reached in and touched it. In that moment, everything changed. Flashes of memory. Worlds burning, warriors rising, stars going dark. Languages he didn't know filled his head. He felt the pain of loss, the hope of survival, the fear of extinction. And then silence. The energy rushed into him. His suit changed, hardened. His body felt lighter, faster, stronger. The alien beside him placed a hand on his shoulder. It smiled. "You are the last shield of Earth now?" The creature screamed and charged. And Elias charged back. The black creature lunged. Its metal wings sliced the air. Red energy sparked across its skin. Elias felt the wind of its movement, even inside the chamber. He didn't think. His body moved faster than his mind. The machine's energy was inside him now, guiding him, protecting him. He rolled to the side, fired his weapon. The pulse beam hit the creature's chest. It screamed, but the sound wasn't pain. It was anger. The shot didn't hurt it much. The alien soldier, tall, glowing, silent, stepped beside Elias and raised both hands. A wall of blue energy shot forward and hit the creature like a wave. This time, it staggered. Elias turned to the alien. "What is that thing?" "Scout?" "Just one." "More will come." The words hit hard. "Can we stop them?" The alien looked at the broken ceiling above them. The sky was still boiling yellow. "We must try." The creature shrieked again. It spread its wings and flew straight up, crashing through the rock. Elias and the alien climbed fast after it. The machine behind them sealed itself again, sinking deeper into the ground. Its purpose had been passed on. They reached the surface. The creature was circling the pod, its red light flashing across the black rocks. Elias looked up. He could see the clouds parting. Something bigger was moving in orbit now. The scout wasn't alone. Elias heard the AI in his helmet. Object in low orbit, 700 meters wide. No heat signature. Unidentified material. Not from Earth. The alien beside him raised a glowing arm toward the sky. The first of the swarm. Elias clenched his fists. "Can we contact Earth?" "Your signal won't pass the storm," the alien said, "but there is another way." "What way?" The alien pointed at the crashed pod. "Inside, your shuttle has a memory core. If we link it with my neural path, we can send a burst to their ship. One message. One warning." Elias stared at the black sky. "That's all. One chance." Suddenly, the creature dove again, this time faster. Its wings cut through stone. It slammed into the alien and sent both of them flying. Elias shouted and ran to help. The alien hit the ground hard but rose slowly. Blue blood dripped from its shoulder. It didn't cry out. Elias aimed at the creature again. This time, he didn't shoot. He waited. The creature turned toward him. It studied him. Then, it charged again. Elias ran straight at it. At the last second, he jumped and slid beneath it, then fired straight up. The shot hit under its chest. Sparks flew. It shrieked and crashed into a boulder. The alien stepped forward. "It is weakened. Now!" Together they attacked. The alien sent another wave of energy. Elias fired again and again. The creature screamed, its skin cracking open. Inside, it was not metal. It was something alive and dead at the same time. Then it exploded. The blast knocked them both back. When the dust cleared, nothing was left but a smoking hole. Elias panted inside his helmet. His suit was cracked. He was bleeding. But he was alive. The alien helped him stand. That was only the first. Elias looked up. The thing in orbit was closer now. And from it, more red dots were falling. "We don't have time." They ran back to the pod. Elias pulled the memory core from the dash. The alien sat beside him and touched the chip. Their energy linked. Blue light wrapped around the wires. The core hummed. "I will send the message," the alien said. "Your mind is not strong enough to survive it." Elias wanted to argue, but he saw the truth in those strange eyes. "What will it say?" The alien smiled faintly, that the machines of Venus are gone, that Earth must wake, that the war is coming again. The pod shook. Another creature landed outside. Then another. 3 now. The alien screamed, not in pain, but power, and sent the message. A beam of blue light shot from the pod straight into the sky. It punched through the clouds. The swarm above reacted. Their shapes twitched. They felt it, heard it. Then the alien collapsed. Elias rushed to it. Are you? Its eyes looked distant. I am part of you now, it said softly. The code is shared. When the others come, remember this power. More creatures began to land. Their wings roared. Elias stood. He was the last shield. He had one chance to get out, to reach Earth, to prepare them, to survive. Elias dragged the alien's body into the shadow of a broken rock pillar. Its breath was shallow. Its skin, once glowing, was now dull, but its eyes were calm. You must leave now, the alien whispered. The others, they'll try to stop you. Elias knelt beside it. Not without you. The alien shook its head slowly. My part is done. The message is sent. You are the carrier now. Overhead, the sky cracked open. Red lightning laced the clouds. A huge shadow moved across the golden sky, one of the swarm ships. It wasn't flying. It was floating like a mountain made of bone and black metal, pushing down the air around it. Creatures dropped from its underbelly, hundreds, then thousands, like insects, like a plague. Elias knew he couldn't stay. The shuttle's engines had one last launch in them. It wasn't meant to return to orbit, but maybe, just maybe, it would hold long enough. He placed his hand over the alien's chest. I'll make it count, I promise. The alien smiled weakly. Then go. Elias ran to the pod. His suit I blinked red damage critical. Launch unsafe. He ignored it. Climbed in. Slammed the hatch shut. Creatures howled outside. Claws scratched at the hull. But he activated the core. The pod shook violently. The engines screamed. Manual override engaged, the AI said. Do it, Elias whispered. Take me home. The pod lifted. One of the creatures leaped on top. Then another. The boosters fired. The shuttle burst through the clouds, flames wrapping around it. The weight of the creatures pulled it sideways. Elias fought to keep it straight. Alarms screamed in his ears. Fire covered the side window. But light broke through. He saw stars. The creatures burned off in the upper atmosphere, falling like black rain. He was through, but not safe. The swarm ship in orbit turned. Its surface lit up, charging some kind of weapon. Elias saw the red glow begin. He had only seconds. Send the message again, he shouted every channel. Emergency burst. Priority red. The AI paused. Message sent. He saw the weapon fire. A beam of red plasma lit space. The shuttle jolted. Exploded. Back on Earth, in a dark room inside the United Space Command Center, a console blinked. A technician looked up. Sir, we just received a transmission. From Venus, the commander leaned in. That's not possible. The technician turned pale. It's a voice. Human voice, with alien encryption. He played it. Elias's voice came through, clear and shaking. This is Captain Elias Ward. The machines on Venus were real. They were not ours. They were a warning. The swarm has returned. Repeat. The swarm has returned. Prepare Earth. We don't have much time. The message cut off. A map displayed in red light. Something was moving through the outer solar system. Fast. Earth had days, maybe less. In the deep silence of space, where his body floated in the ruins of the pod, Elias's eyes remained open. He wasn't breathing. But he wasn't dead. Blue light pulsed beneath his skin. The code of the ancient machine was alive in him, and the war had only just begun.